my eyes and I see dollar signs. Hope my road is paved with gold. And all the days they go, but this life just won't slow. Guess it shows from where we grow.
Where we at,
it's
man?
concrete jungle.
Ride with me down to the jungle.
Alright, first things first though, it's your 30th birthday, so I gotta say happy birthday first, man. Gotta say happy birthday.
I got chicken in my head. I ain't gonna eat tonight.
No, that's understandable. It's understandable. First question though, you went with the name 30 is the new 30, so just let me know what that means.
Tell you, God honest truth, it don't really mean nothing.
Right.
But that's the point. It doesn't mean nothing. Like 30 is just 30. Like originally I was just gonna call it a party. It's just 30 because everybody was making a big deal. Oh, you're turning 30. Let's call it the 30. Let's call it. Look, 30 ain't nothing. Like it's, you know, I'm wise beyond my years. I feel as young as I feel when I wake up. So I can feel 21. I can feel 57 one day. Depends on how I'm feeling. But that number means nothing. So 30 is nothing. Then, you know, I played off the whole one. You know, a whole did the 30's the new 20. 30 is 30. 30's always been 30. 20's 20. Whatever. So 30's the new 30, and let's just keep it like that. But at the end of the day, it just really was just showing how nonsensical. I don't even know if that's the word I've been drinking, but that this whole age situation is. It really means nothing. You as young or as old as you feel. So 30's 30.
Alright, since we're on that topic though, you know how some people say, you know, rapping has its limit. It's an age for this type of thing. And you know, some people might say like, oh, like, you know, if you didn't get your real big break by then, like, why are you still going? So, I mean, how do you feel about that situation? You feel like you got something good coming soon, or you believe you still, you know, as young, like you say, as young as you feel?
I can still be progressing for, you know, 5 years and still looking for that big break. You never know when that's gonna come. The thing is, hip hop as a genre is so young in itself. There's no really age on that. Like, you know, Hove's doing what he's doing at however old Hove is, but Big Daddy Kane's the same age as Jay-Z. People don't understand that. He's just aged out of it for some reason, but like I said, you as young as you feel, you as young as you portray yourself to be. So it's like, it don't really matter how long it takes you to, you know, do it as long as you're doing it. And, you know, I'm sustaining a healthy lifestyle from the music, so it's I was telling somebody the other day, you can't like let other people judge what your success is. Success is not something that anybody else can judge other than yourself. So if you feel like you're successful, you're successful. I'm cool.
That's a pretty good answer though. I like that answer, definitely. And that kind of all ties in. I know you did the progression documentary, so you're saying it's like, you know, as long as you're making progress, it could come 5 years, 10 years. And that's kind of like something I kind of say to people sometimes, and you probably might agree with me. Nothing good comes overnight.
Nah.
So, you know, you're always progressing, but, you know, the people who really make it and you do something big, like, you got to think about it. They've been doing it for like 10 years probably before they even got that big break.
I mean, so, I take it a step further and say, like, nothing great comes overnight. Like, you can get good overnight. Something good can happen overnight, but there's no longevity there. And longevity is synonymous with greatness. So you got, you know, these one-hit wonders that, you know, you turn up in a club and you listen to their music and you love their songs, but 5 years from now, you might not know the artist that made that song. You know that song because the song lives on, but that artist doesn't. Meanwhile, you got artists that make music that lives on forever, like Common, who's now winning Oscars and shit like that. So, you know, good can happen overnight. You can get good overnight, but you can't be great overnight. Great takes work.
Now, we all know you done had sold out shows, Hard Rock Cafe, you done did the Roots Picnic, MTV Jams, playing your videos. I want to know, what can we see from you in 2015? Like, what should we look out for?
You got more of that. All of those things. And kind of time to show the world more about Philly. More about Chill Moody, more about Philly. So all of those same things, but abroad. Planting those seeds in Cali, and planting those seeds overseas. Like, people listen to my music over there and like asking me to come over. I ain't even got a passport yet, so I'm gonna go get a passport this week, and then we going to start making steps to making sure in 2015 by the end, Chill Moody is an international household name, and you can't speak of Philly music without mentioning Chill Moody. and that's like in a 3-year plan right now. But I'm really like focused on trying to make that happen this year. So more of those things, more music, more like like brands. Like I'm linking with a lot of brands. I got my own bottled water. I had my own watch line. I of course got the merch. Like shirts and stuff that we sell at shows, but just more of everything that we've seen, but on another level.
Okay, so can we expect to see you on the South by Southwest stage?
Yeah,
That's in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I got 3. I want to say 4, but I think it's 3 definite shows down there so far. And the beauty of South by, I found all of this out last year. You just can stumble into a show. Last year I went there and there were 4 and ended up having 7 performances down South by, and that was 7 where 1 got canceled, and I still ended up with 7 shows. So like you can fall into some nice things down there. So I'm excited to get back down there. I like know the lay of the land now, so I ain't going drink too much and miss a couple shows or whatever. Like it get crazy down there. You ever been around?
No, I'm planning on going this year.
Crazy.
So
yo, it's so much fun. It's a lot of walking. Wear some good shoes that you can walk in, with some sweats, and pace yourself. But other than that, no, you can't like just map your days out, but also know that anything can happen during the day. Like I got off the plane, knew what was going on. I ran into my old head Hakeem Green from Channel Live, and he was like, yo, I'm doing a show with Tyler Kweli tonight. You want to get on it? I was like, all right, cool. That's as soon as I landed. So like I was supposed to have a show till the next day. Ended up having a show as soon as I landed. You never know what's gonna happen. You just gotta be, on go as an artist. So that's like artist information. But even still, like it'd be a pop-up show. Like last year, 50 had a pop-up show. I was like, oh shit, we gotta get to the 50 show. And, like just happened to make it like right when it was starting. So it's fun.
you dropped the song today too. You dropped the song today. Now I seen on the Chill Moody website that you dropped the song, but I didn't have any time to listen to it. So can you give me a little rundown what that track is about?
Well, the track is called November Funk. It's the first release from me and West Manchild's project. It's called TV Made Me Do It. It'll be out, I want to say April. We might end up sneaking it out this month, but I'm thinking April it'll be out.
That's the entire project?
Yeah, the whole project.
Okay.
The song is out now. The first release. I actually dropped the song on my birthday, which was Wednesday, just as like a gift, giving back to people. But tonight was the first night we performed it with the band and everything. And the song is basically, it's high energy joint, something I could perform and something I could lead my performances off with. Was the the basis behind the song, but the concept of it is the whole it's all encompassing with the project. TV Made Me Do It. So the whole project makes you feel about that nostalgic time when TV was good. It takes you back to like when the wonder years and good times in a different world, and like when TV was like live, and that kind of links you to when hip hop was what hip hop was. So like when you listening to this album, you're thinking, yo, this was dope, and this was around time Wu-Tang was out, or what, like you thinking of that. So West Manchild basically flipped a bunch of cool like old TV shows and commercials and shit like that. And November Funk just happens to be Guns N' Roses sample song November Rain, and we called it November Funk because that was Terry Funk's theme song, Coming Down the Rain in ECW, and that's like one of both of our favorite wrestlers and favorite like wrestling entities. So it's an ode to Terry Funk. It got that energy that Terry Funk gave you and that crowd participation and all of that. It's kind of embodying that, and that's kind of like the whole theme of the whole album. It's just like embodying these songs. Like we got a song called Whitley Gilbert where like I'm talking about the guy coming up to try to deal with this bougie chick, and how talking from his standpoint. We got a lot of songs on the project, but that's just the first one we released.
And that sounds like a pretty cool
No, it's
idea.
really cool. And when you listen to the album, it feels like you're watching TV. Like the whole album just plays like you're flicking channels and the Wonder Years on, let me watch this. Oh, the Brady Bunch is on, let me watch this. But I got a song called James Evans where I'm rapping about how I work harder than it. So it's like I'm James Evans. I work harder than most, like James Evans from Good Times. It's just a lot of like cool stuff. So if you was into cool TV, back in the day, and a little bit about it, it's going to be like your favorite thing to listen to. I love listening to it.
There's a lot of upcoming artists in the city right now, and they like making some noise like around. You can say around the country.
Mm-hmm.
So I know we got Lil Uzi, Core, PNB Rod. We got the kid Miles Chancellor coming up. Do you see yourself, I don't know, on this project or maybe the next, like working with any of these
Yeah, I've worked with a couple
artists?
of them. I talked to, all the up and coming artists. Work with them, when it makes sense or whatever. Shout out to Core. Me and Core, I talk to the young boy all the time. I'm really a fan of him. He's really dope. Especially when he get into like, that pain shit. Like
That's why I like him too.
That shit.
He talk.
But it's so much. The thing is, we getting a lot more opportunity in this city because of the people that's kind of like on in a different perspective. Like you got, Kevin Hart doing crazy things for Philly and bringing a light to Philly. You got Monet Davis, AP Women's Athlete of the Year, bringing crazy light to Philly. She's in the celebrity game and them two going at it. That's all Philly right there. We need to start taking pride in that and promoting the fact that that's Philly. Like we're kind of getting back to the point where we're about to run the industry again. Like it was a time where in Philadelphia you could bump into Muhammad Ali, bump into David Ruffin, bump into Patti LaBelle. Like this was a mecca for fly shit. It wasn't, it's not the mecca of hip hop or the mecca of basketball. It was a mecca of fly shit in Philly, and people wanted to come to Philly, and people still love Philly. You go anywhere in the world other than Philly and say John, and they like, oh shit, you from Philly, or where your best cheesesteak spot? Like they love our culture. For some reason, we just don't love it as much as we should. Everybody outside of Philly loves Philly more than most people in Philly. But I think the fact that the people that's out there, like, Meek jumping on this Nicki tour is about to be big, and, he's Philly through and through. Like, as much as it's in my posture, is what he said. Philly's in my posture, but him bringing that light back to us is just up to the, the people that's here to make sure you're doing something when somebody's looking at you. They looking at it, give them something to look at, and I think the young boys is doing that.
Yeah, that's great to hear. That's great to hear, man. Well, that's all my questions for the day, man. I'm happy you came through and rap with me, man.
I seen you
Definitely,
too, bro.
yeah, definitely a great show, man. And I hope that some good things happen for you this year. I'm gonna be down South by Southwest, so I'll be looking for you, man.
I'll probably link up with you.
All right, that's cool, man.
Check out the ropes.
All right, thanks, man. What's up, y'all? I'm Trebor Adams, and I'm rocking with Chill Moody, and it's iSocialite Media.
Ride with me down to the jungle, where the lions asleep, stomachs a rumble, chasing after the cookie before it crumbles. Make sure the